back to the channel. Kind of a small reboot of the channel. Took 4 months off. Was in school. Kind of didn't have time for everything. But school's about to be over. As you see, I got the face cam. I got a new mic. So we're going all in. Kind of a little reboot of the channel, but I'm going to start off with just a video of my settings for anyone that wants to copy the settings. So the roster I use is this one, Accurate. It's by XX. You can see it all right there. This is updated April 24th, which is today. Obviously draft picks and stuff probably aren't going to be updated, and it's not going to be 100% accurate, but you know, it is what it is. It's as best as we can get because Madden doesn't update rosters after the season, which is, you know, great. But go ahead and load that one up. If you watched any of the old videos, you noticed that I was on Xbox, and I am now not on Xbox. As you can see by the buttons, so I have a PS5 and an Xbox now. I do enjoy the Xbox more, but I'm on PS5 now because of the internal storage situation on the Xbox Series S, so it's just easier for me to run next-gen games on PlayStation, but that's beyond the point. Hopefully the whole X square and XB button doesn't mess me up in Madden, as it sometimes does. I don't know. If you guys want, I can make a separate video comparing the consoles, but I do prefer Xbox. So that was my roster. Forgot to load the roster. Where is it? Right there. No, I did load the roster. I'm tripping. See, it's been a while since I've done this talking and gaming and stuff. But I'll get back into it. So I do online just for the speed of the simulation. Offline is better though, because you can create a save point for offline, so you don't have to do the settings every single time. You can just reboot from that save point and then go retire and pick a new team. I'm also going to make a sub channel just about things in video games. I'm in no means a game developer. I'm not studying that in college, so I don't know anything about developing games or anything, but I do play a lot of these franchise mode type games, and so I do want to do like comparisons between Madden and 2K and things like that. But in the first series, it was the Bears rebuild, and it was moving really slow. I gotta kind of figure out how to pace it so that it's not moving that slow, but we will not do a Bears rebuild this time. Instead, I think I might do my favorite team, which is the Packers. Aaron Rodgers did just get traded today, so if he's still on the roster, I will not do a Packers rebuild. He is, so because that trade is not going to go through because it's more than the items allowed. Trying to think of what team I want to do. I mean, this is just a settings video, so, but I am going to use these settings for the next video in the series, which will be episode 1 of whatever the new team is. We'll do the Falcons. We made some big signings so far in free agency. So these are my league settings. I turn off coach firing just because I hate seeing like really good coaches get fired. So I do some more star players, and then bring it down on the X factor just a little bit. Quarters, obviously you can make this whatever you want. I do 15 and then bring the minimum play clock to 14 and Excel clock on, manual on everything, and then pop-ups off, fill roster off. I'll leave it on just because I don't need to waste time. And then need secret, turn it on. So those are just the little settings. We'll start in the preseason so we can finish with the free agents, and then we will do staff builder, eye for talent. Our coach is going to be our coach. I think we'll just go with the classic Hugh Jazz. It's one of the few that they let me do. Alright, there you go. He's gotta be a big dude. Heavy. We need like a guy that looks like a Hugh. He could be a Hugh. That's a Hugh right there. Oh yeah, no, I'm too excited, so dumb. Alright, so Hugh, Jazz, and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we are. So this is where really the video starts. This is where the majority of the video is going to be. So you go to NFL rosters, and there's 5 less X Factor players, so you have to remember that. And then we go up to my face cam's in the way, so I have to look at my other screen. And then you go by position. That's what I use. So Mahomes, I don't touch. Burrow, I don't touch. Josh Allen doesn't need to be touched. Lamar's fine. Herbert, X Factor. We'll leave him at superstar, because the Chargers haven't done shit. And I'll probably be a little bit inconsistent with the reasonings, but Hurts will stay at X Factor. Like I said, Herbert didn't do shit, and then Hurts went to the Super Bowl. Dak loses X Factor. I would even say loses fucking star, but goes down to star, but not going to go that low yet. He'll go down to superstar, and then we'll lower his ratings a little bit. Particularly his accuracy in the middle of the field. That's where he likes to throw his picks. So lower him down a little bit. Basically, the whole point of these is to have the quarterbacks ranked in order, as if I'd rank them in real life. Rodgers, we can take out. They had to change it from Gambler. I think that's great. But we'll take him down to superstar. Kirk Cousins, he's fine. I think he's normal dev though, but he's 10 years in the league. It doesn't tell me their age. Trevor Lawrence at superstar is fine. Kyler Murray goes down to star. I'm thinking about moving. I'm gonna move Trevor Lawrence's ratings. I'm gonna make him a little bit better. But I gotta check out with all these. I'm gonna lower Ryan Tannehill. Obviously, Russell Wilson goes down to normal, and then Daniel Jones goes up. So those are really the big 3 that I'm gonna focus on first. He's gonna go to normal dev. So Trevor Lawrence is gonna go up to 84-ish. In that 83 to 85 range, preferably an 84. There needs to be like traits in this game, like poise and whatnot. Like, I guess there kind of is. I'll adjust that later. Okay, it's I could have sworn it was QB style balance. Okay. I could have sworn there was a thing where, I guess it might be under that. So he's up to a 85 perfect. I said I was going to lower Tannehill. Dude, honestly, I could put all the way down to 73 and I wouldn't even be mad. We're just going to lower his accuracy. Unless there's a way I can, like, lower his response to pressure. Other than, I mean, obviously I can change the throw under pressure. Can bring all this down. And then who else was going to go up? Danny Dimes. He's gonna get star dev, and then I'm probably gonna put him up 1 or 2 overalls. Danny Wheels, Danny Dimes, whatever you want to call him. That's probably still going to be like a 75 overall, but it is what it is. Oh, no, 77. Perfect. And then Brock Purdy could go up. We'll bring up Brock Purdy. And Taylor Heineke, who just gets... I don't know why Taylor Heineke gets so much hate. I really don't. I mean, he was solid that one year. They almost beat the Bucs the year they won the Super Bowl. He played his heart out. And then, I mean, had Washington in the playoffs before he was benched when Wentz came back. So I don't know what's up with that. Like a 69 overall. Oh, and he's on our roster. I do not, in all honesty, I did not know the Falcons signed Taylor Heineke. No idea. We'll keep him at normal depth, though. So the big thing with the Falcons, as it is with most teams that you're going to be rebuilding, is the quarterback position is going to be in question. So I feel like all rebuilding teams in the league have a question mark at quarterback. I would love to raise Justin Fields, but he ends up always progressing well in this game. So I think our starting quarterback is 69 overall, Desmond Ridder right now. That's it for the quarterbacks, though. Running backs, Chubb, Jacobs has no ability. Nice. Not even superstar. Great job, Madden. Obviously give him X Factor. McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Saquon, Dalvin Cook. He's going to go down one. He probably will get released. Or traded, which I think is wild. I really do think that's insane. Because he's not that old. Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, Alvin Kamara had a terrible year. Really bad year. Okay, so 5 years in the league, that makes you 27 years old. That's how old Dalvin Cook is. He was just... Cameron was fine. He was just bad, Kamara was. He, was just bad. I probably lowered him a little too much, but he was very bad. At 82, that's fine. Najee, really? No, he should not have a superstar. I do need to raise Dameon Pierce, and the dude that was right below Dameon Pierce, whose name I forgot. Javonte Williams. I just need to, you really just have to up their break tackle and trucking. More specifically, Dameon Pierce, who I would give superstar if he didn't. I don't think he got hurt. I just think he kind of just got figured out towards the end of the year. And he was just less effective. So. Oops, it's Jamal, who I think is the right. We'll leave Javonte where he is. Torn ACL, don't know if he's going to come back. Receivers, Tyreek Hill, Devontae, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Tyler Lockett, Amari Cooper will lose his. Keenan Allen will lose his. He didn't play much. Devontae Smith is hurt. Okay. Mike Williams will keep his. DJ Moore keeps his. Amon-Ra keeps his. Adam Thielen's an 85 overall. I'm not going to worry too much about receivers. I'm just worried about abilities because there's too many receivers and they're in a pretty decent order. Keenan's going to go down to superstar. He's going to go down to superstar. And then we'll leave Cooper. He actually was really solid for the Browns. Tight ends are really easy because there's only 3 good ones worthy. Or 4. 1, 2, 3. No. And yeah, we'll leave him at superstar. And then Kyle Pitts, I don't understand. He did absolutely nothing. And we have him. And I'm going to lower him to superstar. Just because he's a one of the most raw prospects, just physically, we've ever seen at the tight end spot, I think. Tackles, for the most part, offensive line is going to be solid. They're really easy to nail in 2K. I don't know why DeMarcus Lawrence is the highest overall rated left end in his star dev, so I couldn't tell you. And instead of worrying about lowering his thing, we're just going to give him superstar dev. It just doesn't make sense to me how he's a high overall than everyone else that's above him. That all looks good. Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, Nick Vaughn, Cam Hayward, Jeffrey Simmons, Trey Hendrickson. Is that normal dev? He's in normal dev every Madden, and that really bothers me. That really bothers me because he's at least worthy of star dev. He's not a household name, so I don't think they'll ever give him superstar, but he's definitely could be given superstar. It's not what I wanted to do. But defensive tackle, Sexy Dexy and Quinnen Williams are your next factors. Whenever the game loads. I don't know how neither of them got it. I guess Madden is too lazy to do what I'm doing right now. Because Russell Wilson is still at superstar. DJ Reader will also get one. DeForest Buckner's going to go down to superstar or star. I don't know yet. I'm still deciding. He's going to get superstar. We'll take him down to superstar. Actually, we'll take him down to star. No, we'll leave him at superstar. Can decide. I will make sure they each have good abilities, and I forgot to do this for the quarterbacks, but just make sure they're all kind of realistic. So he's going to get inside stuff, which is so fucking annoying to go against, and run stopper. That's what a lot of these guys are going to get. Quinnen, momentum shift is so pointless. He's going to get that one, and then he can get in pressure. He can get interior pressure on the quarterback, so I don't have to do all run abilities. Why would he have speedster? That makes no sense, game. Give him El Toro. So he should be a force. That's good there. Left outside linebackers, TJ Watt, Max Crosby, Joey Bosa. I'm going to give Hassan Reddick a superstar ability. I think he deserves that, at least. Did it not save? Did I do someone else and I'm tripping? Did it not save? I don't know. Unless I'm at the max for superstar. Okay, I'm not. Just giving him speedster. Definitely deserves that one. And then edge threat as well. Alright, middle. Fred Warner. Roquan. Levante. DeMario. Tremaine will get... actually, yeah, he'll get star. Or superstar. I don't know. Linebackers are kind of becoming a lost art. Not a lost art, but they're kind of becoming more hybrids with safeties. Like a lot of great guys that play in the box are safeties or can be safeties. You got like Jamal Adams, Jeremy Chan are like the two big ones, and then you have other guys that are starting to, where am I going? That are starting to do that, where they're playing. Oh shit! I hate myself. Where they're playing, they're listed as a safety, but they're playing the nickel, and they're playing the nickel even when they're not lined up in the nickel. I don't know. I kind of like it. There we go. Matt Milano not getting unstoppable force. He's gonna get the reinforcement, or we're gonna give him zone hawk. He is a very, very good all-around linebacker. Corners, don't need a touch, except I don't get that second highest rating. But okay, corners are fine. Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates-Minka gets an X factor. That's insane that he's a superstar. I'm gonna go pee. For the most part, the rest of the positions are pretty solid as I look through them. I'm also getting, the rest of them are looking good. Jimmy Ward at 87. I forgot the Texans signed him. But yeah, back to what I was saying about safeties. You got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Kyle Duggar even, Talanoa Hufanga, who played a little bit of both. And then Jamal Adams, the one I mentioned. But it's a decent amount of guys now will play both. Nickel, safety, a.k.a. a sub linebacker, and then also safety as well. But anyway, so there are the rosters. I kind of rushed through it a little bit. If you want a more in-depth one, just let me know. I just didn't want this video to be like an hour long. So yeah, thank you for watching. And then episode 1 of the Falcons series will also be up around the same time. So stay tuned for that. Peace.